I often talk about keywords on my channel, and today I found a perfect channel to review and discuss whether keywords would help his channel improve or not. You'll see some things that he's doing right, some things that he really needs to improve on, and whether keywords will help his channel get more views. Okay, it's time for another channel breakdown. I'm really excited to take a look at a brand new channel in a fresh space and share some tips for this individual, but also for you as the viewer to know how you can make improvements on your channel and get better results. And if you don't know who I am, I produce 20 different YouTube channels with a great track record of success. Some of them are producing 7 figures monthly. So I just say that because I do know what I'm talking about here. Let's dive right into this one.
Nate, where'd you find this channel?
So there's actually a tool that I use called the channel crawler. I think it's channelcrawler.com. I always have to look it up. But I did a filter for channels that were between 100 and 1,000 subscribers, so brand new, and that have posted a video within the last week. And then
That's the only criteria. Okay,
Yeah,
okay. I'm
so
excited to see what Ill Will Media is all about. I like his banner. His banner looks good.
Yeah, it's a good photo. I mean, it doesn't really let me know what it's too much about. I mean, media makes me think that he's got some type of a company or service that he offers. He's got 125 subscribers so far. There is some white space down here, so he could potentially better utilize the home page of YouTube and just add something else there.
What are the other things that you're able to put on the home page? There's like a trailer, right? Is that what they call that?
You can put a trailer, and a lot of channels have been taking those off. But just like he's got this row here of uploads, you can have most popular, you can have channels that he endorses, you can have
playlists, right?
Playlists would be a good idea if you want to recommend certain playlists. So I always come to the videos page so I can see, kind of a bigger picture and see his history. So how often is he posting? Okay, he posted a day ago, 2 weeks ago, a month ago. So it looks like he's posting 2 or 3 episodes per month. All right, and how many views? So the one from yesterday just got 4 views. Okay, so he's got a broken Canon EOS R shutter. And then he takes some insane Seattle night photography. What is ISO? So cool, so he's got some cool topics. He's wanting to teach about photography. So for the banner, instead of having Ill Will Media, maybe Ill Will is the name he wants to be known for.
Sure.
But maybe it's Ill Will teaching you DSLR or something like that, so I would know what the channel's about. Helping you become a better photographer or whatever his focus is. The length of his videos look good: 10 minutes, 8 minutes, 7 minutes, 8 minutes, 16 minutes. And let's see what his top performer is. Okay, it's from a year ago and it's got 3,600 views. So what my mind goes to right off the bat is I bet he hasn't done any leaf strategy content. He's doing how-to content for a lot of these videos. He could really benefit from doing that. So do you think we should do a little search just to demonstrate that?
Maybe so. Let's let everybody know what the leaf strategy is exactly.
Okay, so the leaf, it comes from a tree, right? You've got a trunk, branches, and leaves. The trunk represents your broad area of expertise. So in this case, maybe it's photography.
Yeah.
The different categories are lenses or lighting, different things like that. And the leaves represent the very, very specific questions that people are asking. And this tool that I just brought up here, SEMrush, they have a lot of tools. I only use this one right here, the keyword magic tool. So when I bring this up, let's type in DSLR. We'll just do that, DSLR, and see what questions people are asking. I turn on the questions button, and I'm going to turn on an advanced filter. So there's 2 things, that questions button and then word count here. I'm looking for questions that are 8 words or longer. That makes the questions way more specific and makes it likely that your video will rank number 1 on day 1, which is really important. Ooh, check this out. So I don't know, what's this guy's name? Will?
Ill Will.
We'll call him Ill Will. So I don't know if Ill Will wants to talk about using DSLR as a webcam, but that's a very specific question. It's something that I recently just had to learn how to use and to do it right. What's the difference between mirrorless and DSLR? So, right, by having that title, here's what happens. People go to Google or YouTube and they type in, what is the difference between mirrorless and DSLR? Ill Will's video pops up and they're like, oh, that's exactly what I was searching for. So they click on it and they watch that video all the way to the end, and YouTube sees that. The algorithm says, wow, that's a high performing video. Let's promote this video to more people who are wondering the same thing. So that's the power of this leaf strategy. Let's just find a couple more for Ill Will here.
Similar, but can you use a DSLR to live stream? That's something that I'm sure a lot of people are curious about right now.
And I'm going to scroll down here. Notice how this number keeps getting smaller and smaller. Don't be afraid of that small number, because all you want is a trickle of the right type of traffic. And with this long of phrases, like these 8 or 9 or 10 word questions, these are golden gems, even if you get this number down as low as 10. So let's even go to page 2, and we'll find a couple good ones here. How to focus on multiple subjects for DSLR, right? So that would be a great 10-minute episode to really give a tutorial on that. Or how to pick the right lens for DSLR camera, right? So some great titles here. My hope for Ill Will is that he's actually watching this and he picks some of these titles, because I want to learn from him. Now, looking at thumbnails, there's not really any consistency. Now, on one hand, that can be a good thing. On the other hand, you want branding. Now, the reason you want branding is as you're building a following and you post a video, you want your subscribers to see it and recognize it immediately and say, oh yeah, I follow this guy, I want to watch his video today. So in that sense, branding is good. But after a few days, branding becomes no longer important. What you really want to focus on is, does the thumbnail create curiosity? Let's take a look. I haven't paid any attention. Okay, so this one, we sorted it by most popular, right? That's what we're looking at? Yeah.
Yep.
So his most popular video, he could go in and create a custom thumbnail for this video and it will get better results, because it's the best performer on his channel. It's one year review of driving the BMW 530e. So he's reviewing a car in this case, not a camera.
Yeah.
Or not anything to do with photography. But if he showed a picture of the BMW in something like that, it would probably create more curiosity, and perhaps he'd get more views on that video if he wanted it.
Sure.
I mean, it looks like he's steering it towards his media company. Let's go back to most recent. Okay, so right there, those words at the top, it says vlog and it says Ill Will Media. Just, you don't have to put those in there. But if you did put text there, that is way too small. So you need bigger text. I had to lean in to even see what it said. Below that, it says shooting portrait photography. I mean, I get the feeling that this is going to be a tutorial. The fact that he says vlog on it, now I'm not so sure.
Yeah.
But shooting portrait photography makes me think it's going to be a tutorial. And it says shooting portraits in Pioneer Square. That's probably why he's only got 4 views, right? Because I don't know what's the purpose of this. Like, amazing things happen in Pioneer Square would make me think, oh, I want to see what happened. Or I'm going to learn, how to best shoot a portrait. Let's go to Pioneer Square. But in this case, I guess it's just a vlog, and he hasn't positioned it right. Okay, so broken Canon EOS shutter. If we come back to this tool, if we were just to change the title, fix EOS Canon shutter. Okay, let me get rid of the EOS. Okay, now notice there's only one question that has search volume: how to fix shutter speed on Canon, and that's not the question we're talking about. How to fix a Canon jammed shutter, whatever that QLFT, but it's a jammed shutter. Now, notice these have 0 search volume. It doesn't mean 0. What a 0 actually means is somewhere between 1 and 9. So if you have the opportunity of teaching somebody how to fix a broken shutter, then go for it. But my default range is 10 to 100. That's where you want to start. As the exception, you can go above. And in an exception like this, I might find one of these questions that best fits what you're wanting to teach, and go ahead and grab one of these. But don't have that be the norm on your channel, going for phrases that have 0.
But in your opinion, it's better to grab a 0 volume than it is to just post something that is not a leaf topic.
In this case, it is going to create curiosity, and it does answer that question. I think he could just get it a little bit better by focusing it a little bit more with one of these leaf topics.
Yeah, and those 37 subscribers, or those 37 views, are probably coming from his subscribers, right? And this would allow for YouTube search to pick it up, possibly, and get some new eyeballs on his channel.
It's a good point. He's got 125 subscribers, so that's likely, but who knows? Maybe some of these subscribers came because he was reviewing the BMW.
Sure.
So I don't know. You'd have to look in the analytics to see, did this come from subscribers? Did it come from search? And the cool thing about YouTube analytics is you can tell exactly, like 27% came from search, or whatever the number is. Let's just take a look at his description, see if he's got, any specific calls to action. This is his vlog video. Wow, comments are turned off. So I'd recommend turning them on. The only time I recommend turning them off is on kids' channels, because comments can be vicious. Sometimes I don't want kids to see that stuff. But on this channel, you want comments, because the more engagement you have on your channel, the better. YouTube will promote your videos more. He's linking to his website, but he's then linking to Instagram, more point of view photography. If that's his own channel, then cool. Or if that's his own video, then that's cool. Subscribe and join the Illest gang. Okay, that's subscribing to his channel. Okay, so he's doing other things to promote his channel. The one thing that I would for sure remove is this follow me on Instagram, because YouTube will penalize you for sending people away from YouTube into Instagram. So don't put that there. Go ahead and put that on your website.
When you mean penalize, do you mean like take the channel down or something like that? What do you mean by penalize?
You just won't get promoted as much. You're actually assigned like some type of penalty points, and the algorithm factors everything into how much we're going to promote this video. So if this specific video ends up sending a lot of people away to Instagram, YouTube will bury this video. Instagram, Facebook, they all do the same thing. They don't want you sending people to YouTube from their platform. There's kind of a war going on there.
Why can't they all just get along? Come on, guys.
Well, YouTube has a compromise. YouTube says if you have your own website, get your website approved with us, and you have to wait till you're 1,000 subscribers to get there. But once you have 1,000 subscribers, you can get your own website approved. So if people came right here and clicked on illwillmedia.com, that penalty is reduced. It's not gone completely, but YouTube says we reduce that penalty because it's worth it. It's worth it to have you send people to your own website. When you do keyword research like I demonstrated, one of the benefits is you find an endless supply of topics. So instead of scrambling each week and thinking, oh, what am I going to talk about this week? What am I going to do? Should I do a blog? Should I fix the shutter and teach people how to do that? Now you've got hundreds of different ideas, and then you're thinking, well, how often should I post then? I've got tons of ideas. I actually recommend that you post content 5 days a week, but I want you to understand why. There's a big specific reason why, and I've made a whole episode about that, so go watch that video next. It's called, Does Uploading to YouTube Daily Grow Your Channel Faster? Go watch that episode now.